All right, you guys, this is your boy back at y'all with another one. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Give the video a like, hit subscribe, and the bell whenever I go live. That way you get those notifications. Also subscribe to the Patreon. Let's get down to business. So the Lakers lose a game they had no business losing last night to the Washington Wizards. 127-124. Now, this is the Lakers' third consecutive loss. They lost 4 out of 5. And with the win last night, the Washington Wizards have won 5 games in a row. But instead of me going this massive rant about the Lakers losing the game last night, because, I told everybody that without AD, the Lakers was going to struggle. And if you go back, not last year, but year before last, prior to the Anthony Davis trade, the Lakers were terrible. They were terrible. They were disorganized. LeBron got half the team traded at the deadline, because remember, season before last, when he came back and saying that he was in playoff mode and all that, Lakers were losing to teams like the Cavaliers, the Hawks, the Knicks, right? Fell out of the playoff picture, right? Which led to this massive protest outside of Staples Center. So Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, who else was on that team? Mo Wagner, right? Guys like that got traded for Anthony Davis. And the Lakers won the championship with Anthony Davis, right? Now, last season, AD led the Lakers in every statistical category outside of assists. But somehow LeBron James is the MVP, right? When he didn't win the MVP, he went on this massive diatribe about, his circle need to be done from a square, or some other crazy ass cryptic tweet that he came out with, talking about him being MVP, right? Now, earlier this season, right? Media, whole bunch of, LeBron James Protective Agency members were coming out and saying that, oh man, LeBron's the MVP, man, because man, we never seen nothing like this, right? Going this, that, and the third about, how LeBron's the MVP, right? But these recent stretch of games have exposed the Lakers as frauds. And I believe these recent stretch of games made a case for AD being the MVP. Now, AD is going to be out like a month or so. So, obviously, he's not going to win the MVP, but because you got to be on the court. He's nursing the injury he suffered in the loss. Well, actually, he re-aggravated the injury he suffered in the loss to the Denver Nuggets. Because remember, when AD left the game, the Lakers were only down 5. And they ended up losing by like 20. I mean, they just got destroyed. Right? Everybody was like, oh, man, that's not the we'll get it back. Right? And Lakers is going on this massive losing streak. Lost 4 out of 5 games. They're going to eventually plummet from the top of the Western Conference standings. Right? If they don't get it together soon, then they're going to find themselves out of the playoff picture, because it's only going to get worse from here. And then they got a game with the Utah Jazz coming up on the road, right? It's not going to be pretty. Tell y'all right now, it's not going to be pretty. Okay. Yeah, man. Check it out. let me know what you let me know what restaurant and maybe I get you point you in the right direction and shit. But yeah. And then Frank Vogel, man, what was you thinking taking out Montrezl Harrell last night, man? What was you thinking, man? Or you wasn't thinking? Really do, man. Come on, man. The dude out there cooking and you take him off from Marcus Saul, man. Man, you know what? I ain't getting into that. I ain't want to get into that. This is why AD should have won MVP last year, right? Or at the very least, be in the running. Like I said before, the dude that a lot of people out here worshiping and all that, look, that dude is averaging less than his career average. So he's averaging less points than his career average. He's slightly better in rebounds and assists. But somehow he's in the MVP discussion because this is year 18 and we never seen anything like this before. All right, first of all, the media is lying to y'all because there's a whole bunch of other players that have done this in year 18. Okay? So when you got the Nick Wrights of the world coming on TV talking, we never seen anything like this, yes, y'all have. Yes, you have. So don't let these media talking heads come on TV and lie to y'all, all right? There's a reason why we call the TV the idiot box. They put a whole bunch of idiots on the camera and they say some idiotic stuff, and a lot of people go with the lie. They monopolize your news and views and the channels you choose. I mean, straight up visual cancer. The eye in the sky, number 5 on the dial. Secret agendas. Frequency antenna, Dr. Mindbender. They carry on this lie that this guy was the MVP, and he's not. Anthony Davis, if anything, is the MVP. You see what happens when they don't have him. It's clear as day now. So I don't hear nobody coming here and talk about how this guy's the MVP. And how we out here hating, and we out here just we all over the king. You got to give him a chance, man. You got to see what he got. He making a chess move. This could be a rough stretch for the Lakers, man. But LeBron making a chess move. He got to see what he got. He got to see who riding with him. All that nonsense that the LeBron James Protectancy Agency members put out on a daily basis to justify that dude being the MVP. He's not the MVP. When you lose games to the Washington Wizards and all that, like I keep the same energy. Just like I say when Nikola Jokic, right? Because they were talking about him being the MVP. I'm like, come on, man, this dude lost to the Wizards, man. Right? Well, I'm not going to be moving the goalpost just because it's y'all king and shit. That dude lost to the Washington Wizards. In my opinion, you lose games to the Washington Wizards, you're automatically out the MVP discussion. I'm sorry. Especially when you was up by like goddamn near 20 points and y'all lose. How do you lose a game when you're up by like goddamn near 20 points? But this dude the MVP, right? No. Hey. Now I remember when the Brooklyn Nets lost to the Wizards. Now the Brooklyn Nets lost to the Wizards twice, right? They lost to the Wizards twice. And all them LeBron James Protectancy Agency members, they killed KD. They killed James Harden and Kyrie and all that. They killed them. Oh man, how you lost? Man, how you lose a game like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be contenders in the NBA championship, man. Y'all can't be losing games like that. So how you explain this? I just want all you guys to keep the same energy. I don't want to hear no, well, we ain't got AD. Well, y'all were the same ones that said you didn't need AD. Y'all were the same people that said you didn't need AD. If anything, like you see in the title of the video, right? These recent stretch of games made a case for AD being the MVP. Now, these media members ain't going to talk about it, but guess who's going to talk about it? This guy. Because I'm going to tell the truth on this channel. I don't give a fuck who get mad. I don't give a fuck who unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck who, get themselves wrapped up in the goddamn tampon and shit. Too many people out here lying to y'all. Too many people out here misleading y'all. Watch what you're watching. A lot of people say, yeah, I watched the game, but you really watch the game? Do you really pay attention to what's going on? Or you just, blinded by what you see on TV? I look at the game within the game. I don't want to just talk about, this guy has so many points and this guy has so many rebounds and this guy has so many blocks and all that. That's not what I'm made about. What I'm made about is what's going on inside the game. They prop up this dude like he's the MVP and he's not. Donovan Mitchell, for a while, was on the best team. He was the best player on the best team. Why I keep telling everybody the best player on the best team is the MVP. When you follow principle, you're not swayed by fucking this thing or that thing or whatever like that. That's where a lot of the problem is in their society. People are not principle driven. They go by this mentality where I'm going to stick my finger in my mouth, hold my finger up to the sky, see where the wind blows, and that's the direction I'm going. No, principle driven. When you're principle driven, you're not swayed by variance. You're not swayed by all this detail and minutia and all this other stuff that people like to throw in to muddy the waters. Principle driven. He's not the best player on the best. Look, LeBron's the best player on the Lakers. No, actually, he's not. Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers. He is. Let's just say it. Let's just tell the truth. Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers. So LeBron's not the best player, and he's not on the best team. So how the fuck he's the MVP? I'm going to say it one more time for those of you who might be hearing impaired. He's not the best player on the best team. So if he's not the best player, and he's not on the best team, and he's averaging numbers that's lower than his career average, and he's losing games against teams above 500, then how in the fuck is this guy the MVP? How? Oh, because this year 18, we never seen anything like that. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nobody saying anything about this dude being the MVP. That discussion is fucking dead. And for all you fecal-minded, empty-headed, empty fortune cookie talking point type of people that come around here and call me a hater, your ass is out of here. You quick to call me a hater, but you don't refute anything I'm saying. You can't refute anything I'm saying. Shout out to the homie Brett Jackson. What's up, man? It's good to see you, homie. When my boy James called him a role player, everybody out there, got their pubic hair standing up. When I tried to tell you, this guy just not it, right? You can't lose games the team you should be. And I'm supposed to treat you with the MVP, huh? I'm supposed to treat you like you're the MVP and roll out the red carpet for you? No. You had no business losing that game tonight. I'm sorry. This dude's not the MVP. Clearly not. Now, Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the best team. So guess what? He's the MVP. Give that man his respect. Give Anthony Davis back. I don't hear nobody calling this guy a bum. Yeah, he's injury prone and all that, but as far as I'm concerned, all you LeBron James fans ain't got no leg to stand on. And then this is another thing too. You guys act like y'all on this dude's payroll. Is he a great player? Yes. Look, I ain't gonna sit here and say the dude not a great player. All right, because he is. Am I gonna sit up here and say he's not a Hall of Famer? That's ignorant. I'm not gonna come out here and say no ignorant shit like that. He is a Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer at that. But this notion this dude is the MVP this season, he's not. So instead of getting your panties in a bunch, instead of you PMSing and menstruating all over us and all that with that nonsense, actually take a step back and analyze the situation. You got a brain. You like people controlling you? You go, well, I don't want nobody controlling me, and I don't want nobody trying to tell me how I should think and all that, man. I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. Then why are you manipulated by the media then? Huh? Why are y'all letting the media manipulate you if you so-called this grown-ass man, right? And I think for myself and all that, right? But you're quick to say, oh, man, all you do is hop on taking dick all the time, man. You come on my channel, and while I be on my brother's channel, you come at me with that fecal-minded bullshit. When you put garbage in your brain, garbage is going to come out your mouth. That's why I keep telling everybody, be careful of what you put in your brain. Because when you put garbage in your brain, garbage is going to come out your mouth. And these guys, they sit up here and they let guys like Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp and Colin Cowherd and goddamn on that Stephen A. Smith motherfucker who always got that bar spot hitting in the back of his head and shit with a fucking headline pushback, right? Guys like Max Kellerman, all these stupid ass motherfuckers they bring on TV every day telling you this lie about how this dude's the MVP. And they crap on everybody else. So when you put that kind of garbage in your brain, you come on my channel and you go on my brother 2 Raw channel, or you go on my brother Ticket channel and you put that garbage out in the atmosphere. Don't open your mouth and remove all doubt, okay? I'd rather think of you as stupid than for you to open your mouth and remove all doubt in my mind that you are a dumbass. But hey, this is the thing, right? Look, everybody can say that Donovan Mitchell had backup and all that, but a lot of people, these was a lot of the same people last year when Utah got bounced in the first round. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, man. Donovan Mitchell, he ain't got no help. He ain't got no help, man. Donovan Mitchell, and he had to do everything by himself. They ain't got nobody else that could create their own shot and all that, His team's just bum. So all of a sudden now he got that same people that y'all crapped on last year. Now all of a sudden now he got the same. He got firepower now, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Nope. You don't get to use that. You don't get to use that excuse. Nope. Try again. Try again. Look, hands down, Anthony Davis is the MVP. Okay. Now, obviously, he's not going to win it because he's going to miss too many games and all that. But last year proved that AD was the MVP. It proved it. It proved it this year. But we all know the media like to throw all kinds of wrenches in the way of what's truly going to happen, right? Because I might say the best player on the best team, the MVP, and AD, while he's the best player, he's not on the best team, so he can't win the MVP, and he's out. But if you want to really get down to the meat and potatoes of the matter, right? Anthony Davis is the reason why the Lakers are where they are. Not LeBron. I don't know why people keep saying that. I don't know why people want to display that notion, right? They're losing games without Anthony Davis. And when you lose to teams like the Wizards, you definitely kick yourself out of MVP discussion. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know how else you want me to put it. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your problem if you don't accept it. It's your problem if you don't accept it. We told you guys this dude was not the MVP, and y'all seen why. This is the time LeBron should be in kill mode. If there's any, like I told y'all before, right? I told y'all this on Ticker's channel, right? AD was out and LeBron was out here killing. He was winning these games for the Lakers and all that. This would have been his time to display why he's the MVP of the league. Not going on Twitter and putting out cryptic tweets, not, trying to be a maestro behind the scenes and manipulate the media and all that, right? And all that politic bullshit that, he'd like to do and all that. But at the same time, we got to call a spade a spade. Now, all y'all guys call out him bum and all that. Come on, man. Cut that out. He's not a bum, right? He's not a bum. Has he done, has he made some mistakes that cost his team the game, not being aggressive and or quote unquote making the right basketball play? Right? Has he made those mistakes? Yeah, but the dude's not a bum now. Cut that out. Cut that out. He's not a bum. But at the same time, I'm not going to crown his ass as the MVP neither. Because he's not. Clearly not the MVP. AD is the true MVP. So when I tell you something, right? All I'm not talking about the people who call him a bum and whatever. If that's what you feel, then that's what you feel. But I don't feel that way. Right? I personally do not feel LeBron James is a bum. But like I said before, he's not the MVP. But when I tell you something, you might want to listen. I try to call it down the line. Like I said before, I ain't got no allegiance toward nobody. No one's on my payroll. I know nobody's payroll. I don't know these dudes from Adam. So I don't got no reason to sit up here and cap for a dude that I don't even know. Or that's not cutting my paycheck. Now, if LeBron James will cut my paycheck and all that, man, I'd be telling all kind of lies about that shit. But I'm not that kind of dude. And since I'm not that kind of dude and I'm not getting paid by LeBron James, then I don't got no reason to come in here and cap for him. Stop letting these guys in the media mislead you and all this stuff, right? Now, what they're going to do is they're going to come on TV and they're going to blame everybody else for why the Lakers are struggling. They're going to blame Kuzma. They're going to blame Montrezl Harrell. They're going to blame the coaching. They're going to blame all this other stuff, right? They're going to, except for the one person that needs to have the finger pointed at, and that's him. He's the leader. Hey, look, it's a gift and a curse being the leader. Because when you're the leader and your team is doing well and your team is winning and all that, you get all the goodies, giveaways, and guarantees that's associated with it. But when your team is losing and they're not playing well and things are discombobulated, then that same finger that we point at is why he's the leader when they're winning, and that same finger need to be pointed at him for why they're losing. You need to get all the blame, you need to get all the criticism, and he needs to get all the vitriol pointed at him, because when you're the leader, that's what comes with the territory of being the leader. You look good when things are going good, and you look bad when things are going bad. That's part of leadership. You can ask any commanding officer on a U.S. Navy warship. You can ask any colonel in a brigade. You can ask any, CEO of a company about the gift and the curse of being the leader. Why are not we seeing this dude Why are we not seeing this dude getting all this criticism in the media? Why? But the minute we criticize him, or my brother Ticket criticize him, then he's a hater, right? He's a hater. Too Raw criticized LeBron James on his play. He's a hater. I criticize him. Oh, I'm a hater. If all them dudes out here calling people haters because they criticizing this dude, y'all ain't not but a goddamn bunch of dick licks. Y'all ain't not but a bunch of shaft grabbers. Y'all be smacking this motherfucking thing in y'all tongue and shit. And I ain't got no respect for no motherfucker who sit up here and constantly lie for this dude. As far as I'm concerned, this game right here is the proverbial nail in the coffin on any MVP discussion. If I hear anybody come on TV talk about how this guy the MVP, I will destroy them on sight. So for any of you guys that's happening to watch this video, tread carefully. Do not say this guy's the MVP because he clearly isn't. And that's all I got to say about that. This your boy. Scream at me. Oh, by the way, Lakers, get it together. You have no reason why y'all losing the teams y'all should have no business losing to. Get it together. I don't give a fuck. Smash the like, hit, subscribe, man. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!